Was this the last straw? Why did Jungkook and V choose to escalate? What truly happened behind closed doors, and could this appeal finally reveal the truth hidden for so long? Like, comment, and subscribe now so you don't miss the next shocking update. Everyone hoped just for a moment that the storm would pass, that the tension building between the two sides would finally settle with a handshake or an apology. But that hope shattered. On that decisive day, two of South Korea's biggest stars, Jungkook and V, took the gloves off. No more silence, no more waiting. They filed an official appeal. The path of peace, completely broken. The news hit the Korean entertainment world like a thunderclap. For weeks, quiet discussions hinted at possible mediation between Hybe representing BTS members Jungkook and V, and Sojang, the controversial YouTuber known for provocative and often malicious content. Many thought they'd reach an agreement, perhaps a public apology or removal of damaging videos. But behind the scenes, something deeper was brewing, and one question echoed across the minds of fans and legal analysts alike. What really happened to make Jungkook and V take the fight all the way to appeal court? At the heart of it lies not just a handful of defamatory videos, but a long, exhausting history of psychological harm, character attacks, and privacy violations. For too long, Sojang's videos cast shadows over the personal lives of BTS members, especially Jungkook and V. They endured in silence, shouldered the weight of lies, and watched their reputations distorted day after day. But silence isn't the same as surrender. When peace talks fail, what happened behind closed doors? Multiple sources revealed that Hybe and Sojang entered mediation talks several times, each session reportedly intense and emotionally charged. Hopes were high that an agreement would be reached, a compromise to end the public tension. But what unfolded shocked even the legal teams. Sojang refused to take full responsibility, said one legal insider, under the condition of anonymity. And from Jungkook and V's side, this wasn't about ego, it was about human dignity, about respect that was violated again and again. It wasn't just that Sojang denied full accountability. Her attitude during negotiations was reportedly dismissive, even sarcastic at times. Rather than bridge the gap, her words deepened the divide. And it was in that moment, after enduring countless attacks, misrepresentations, and half-hearted denials, that Jungkook and V made the decision: appeal. This wasn't just a tactical legal move. It was a public declaration. Why appeal? The hidden clues leading to the breaking point. This was never about just another rumor. For Jungkook and V, this was personal. ARMY had already spotted signs long before the appeal was filed: cryptic captions, altered expressions during live streams, and the occasional sudden social media silence. Could that someone have been Sojang? And then there was V, always calm, always thoughtful, but even he began to change. He looked more serious, more distant. During interviews, his answers grew shorter. When asked about his personal life, he merely replied, "I'm learning to let go of what hurts me." Let that sink in. Who or what was hurting him? These gaze. Jungkook's silence. When enough is enough. The emotional toll of the case was visible, even if unspoken. Jungkook, known for his warmth and easy laugh, appeared more reserved during recent appearances. He often stared into space during live broadcasts, and fans noticed the sparkle was dimmer. Meanwhile, V, whose strength lies in his silence, could no longer mask the strain. His expressions became more controlled, his tone more guarded. There was one particular moment in a fan interaction where, after being asked how he was feeling, he paused too long before simply saying, "I'm still standing." That wasn't just a phrase. It was a quiet battle cry. And now, with the appeal officially underway, V is no longer just standing. He's fighting. Sojang under pressure. Will she withstand the legal storm? As legal documents entered the public record, the situation turned even more serious. This is no longer just an influencer drama. This is a landmark legal battle that could reshape how South Korean law handles online defamation and cyberbullying. Legal analysts are watching closely. This appeal could set precedent. One lawyer commented, "If Jungkook and V win, it would send a strong message. Celebrity or not, no one deserves to be treated like digital prey." Sojang, on the other hand, appears to be scrambling. While she has yet to issue an official statement on the appeal, her recent uploads have slowed down, her tone has shifted. Some even speculate she's begun deleting older videos. Damage control or fear. Is this the beginning of her downfall? We will see this through. Hybe breaks the silence. Hybe, after months of silent legal strategy, finally released a public statement. The most powerful line in their message hit like a hammer. We will continue legal proceedings until justice is fully served. No more mediation. No more waiting. This isn't just about protecting Jungkook and V anymore. It's about protecting every artist, every public figure, every human being who's ever been ripped apart for views and ad revenue. And for ARMY, it's a call to action. This isn't the time for hashtags or vague support. This is the time to stand together, to show the world that these two men are more than entertainers. They're fighters, survivors, and now, plaintiffs standing at the front lines of a legal war that might just change everything. It's easy to forget, sometimes, that global superstars are still human. That behind the sold-out stadiums and million-view live streams, there are real people dealing with real pain. For Jungkook and V, the relentless scrutiny became more than just uncomfortable, it became a prison. Sojang's videos weren't just rumors. They were calculated, weaponized. They turned intimate, private moments into public spectacles. She twisted expressions into narratives, took coincidences and gave them sinister meanings. A simple glance between members, labeled scandal. A missed live appearance, accused of breakdowns, drugs, betrayals. Her thumbnails alone were designed to bait rage, curiosity, and worst of all, doubt. And for years, the boys stayed quiet. For years, they smiled through the distortion. But now, after sleepless nights, legal consultations, and endless support from ARMY, they've decided, no more. Appealing a case in South Korea is not a decision made lightly. It's expensive, time-consuming, and emotionally exhausting. Yet Jungkook and V pushed forward. Why? Because a victory at the appellate level doesn't just punish Sojang, it rewrites the rules of engagement between public figures and defamation platforms. Legal analysts point out that if Jungkook and V win this appeal, it could lead to stronger laws against digital slander, precedents making YouTubers accountable for malicious editing and false claims, greater protection of artists' private lives and mental health. In short, this isn't just a case, it's a battlefield. And Jungkook and V are fighting not just for themselves, but for every artist who's ever had their life twisted into clickbait. One lawyer commented bluntly, "This is the most high-profile cyber defamation appeal South Korea has seen. If Jungkook and V succeed, the ripple effect will be massive. People will think twice before hitting upload. But that only raises more tension. What happens if they don't win?" As the case gained traction, ARMY began digging. And what they found across past live streams, photos, and lyrics was chilling. Flashback to a live-in early 2024, Jungkook stares into the camera, eyes flickering. He reads a comment aloud. "Don't let the hate get to you." He smiles faintly. Then he says something that, at the time, many missed. They don't know what they've done yet, but they will. Did he already know an appeal was coming? V, too, left breadcrumbs. A drawing he posted showed a wolf standing over a shadowed figure with a camera for a head. The caption read, "The silent are the most dangerous." Many thought it was art. Now it feels like prophecy. Were these coded cries for help, or signs that they had been gathering strength all along? In interviews, Jungkook has always been open about his struggles with mental health, but never before has he addressed the impact of targeted harassment so directly. In a documentary released earlier this year, there's a quiet moment where he sits alone, looking down, and murmurs, "Sometimes I wonder if people see me or just what they think I am." That sentence has haunted ARMY ever since. V, too, has spoken about the phantom wounds of fame, how lies can wound deeper than truth, how waking up to a trending hashtag filled with hate can shatter an entire day, an entire week. And Sojang, through her videos, her fake anonymous sources, her relentless uploads, kept feeding that darkness. But now the appeal isn't just about justice, it's about healing.